There is a man who walks alone, not because he is lost, not because he is weak, but because he is building himself in silence. A man who spends time alone is a man who listens, not to the noise of the world, but to the voice within. The world fears a man who knows how to be alone, because solitude is not loneliness. It is power. It is control over your own mind, your own time, your own destiny. Solitude teaches patience. It forces reflection. And in reflection, a man finds clarity. While others are distracted, he is focused. While others are chasing approval, he is mastering his craft. While others fear silence, he thrives in it. Because that is where ideas are born, strategies are formed, and true growth begins. A dangerous man is not the loudest in the room. He is the one observing, thinking, planning, executing. The man who spends time alone learns the most valuable lesson. Everything you need is already within you. You don't need validation. You don't need permission. You don't need distractions. What you need is discipline, self-belief, consistency. Great minds in history, philosophers, warriors, leaders, understood the value of solitude. They stepped away from the world to master their thoughts, sharpen their vision, and build themselves. Leonardo da Vinci spent hours alone, sketching and theorizing ideas that shaped the world. Marcus Aurelius reflected in solitude, strengthening his mind with wisdom. Bruce Lee isolated himself, perfecting his discipline. Success is built in silence, not in applause, not in recognition, but in the quiet moments of work and focus. Every great achievement starts when a man chooses to stand apart, to walk alone, to endure the silence, to embrace the grind. Discomfort will test you. Doubt will whisper in your ear. The world will question you, but in that solitude, you will find the answer. A man who spends time alone understands himself, and a man who understands himself is unstoppable. Being alone is not a sign of weakness. It is the mark of a man who has the courage to face himself. When you remove distractions, you are left with only your thoughts, your dreams, and your fears. And in those moments, you grow. The greatest battles are not fought on the battlefield, but within the mind. The war against self-doubt, the fight against procrastination, the struggle to remain disciplined when no one is watching. A man who masters himself masters the world. When you are alone, you are free, free from opinions, free from expectations, free to create, to build, to evolve. The greatest works of art, the most profound ideas, the boldest innovations, they were all born from moments of deep focus and solitude. Do not fear being alone. Fear being surrounded by those who pull you away from your purpose. So be alone, not to escape the world, but to master it, not to run from challenges, but to prepare for them, not to be weak, but to be relentless. Because a man who spends time alone is a man who finds himself, and a man who knows himself is the most powerful force on earth.